Well, hello there, friends. Another Potato Monday with a delicious potato Romanoff. This is an amazing potato. It's like taking a double stuffed baked potatoes and adding a bunch of delicious things and baking in a lasagna pan. And let me tell you, the texture of these potatoes is amazing. I'm telling you, you guys are gonna love it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to ring the bell. Stay tuned. We're making potato Romanoff together. I'm glad you're here. Well, yes, friends, we couldn't really have a Potato Mondays without potato Romanoff. Romanoff to me is like a double stuffed baked potato or gratin. We're gonna start with the stuffed potatoes, my friends. And what I have to do, we'll have to bake them in the oven first. So I got some russet potatoes. Then I very carefully brushed with a brush and in the sink and wash them really good because we're gonna use the skin. And I'm gonna bake them in the oven. I got the oven at 400 for about an hour and a half. And then I'm gonna wait at least 6 hours for them to be cold so I can grate them and mix them all up with a bunch of delicious ingredients, and I'm gonna make them a gratin. So this recipe was created by the chef John Shunk from Las Vegas a few years ago. And I've had him. They're delicious. He's a very good chef. Let me tell you, these potatoes are amazing. You guys are going to love them. So we're going to bake them. We're going to wrap them in aluminum foil. You know, I don't really like aluminum foil. You can do it directly in aluminum foil. What I like to do, I like to put parchment paper. And then I take my piece of aluminum foil. And by the way, you know, I have to say that because there's always people say, oh, he doesn't know how to use the right side. The right side. Friends, there's no difference between the dull side and the shiny side. Okay? I know it's a shock to a lot of you, but it's no difference. If you go to the Reynolds Aluminum, there is the CEO of the company that has a statement explaining the reason why this is shiny, it's the way the aluminum is rolled. The roller creates the shine in it, but there's no difference. Okay, so now we take a potato that is wrapped in pepper, and we're gonna dip. You can forget the pepper if you don't want the pepper, friends. It's not that important, okay? You can forget about it. It's up to you, the aluminum pepper. And then I take a toothpick and I go poke a couple of holes in there. Man, that toothpick is not gonna work. We gotta take a sharp knife and we're gonna put a couple of little things to let the moisture evaporate. Okay, friends? And then I'm gonna pop them in the oven. That's for the moisture to evaporate because you want them as dry as possible. Then I'm gonna put them on a cookie sheet. This didn't work. Put them on a cookie sheet and I'm gonna bake them at 400 degrees for about an hour and a half. All right? And then I'm going to refrigerate them. First, I'm going to let them cool completely so all the moisture escape for at least 2 hours room temperature. Then I put them in the fridge. So I'll let them overnight. I'll come back tomorrow morning. I'll finish this recipe. I'll see you guys later. Okay, friends. Well, I'm ready. You ready? So the potatoes were in a cooler all night. You know, there's the original recipe said to leave the skin on it. Look, friends, I like the skin next to the next guy, okay? That's good. But this skin over there, let me tell you, it tastes like nothing. It's terrible texture, so I removed it. It's not always easy to remove it, you know, so you do the best you can, right? You remove it just like that. And you know, also a good thing about that is sometimes, you know, you look at the potatoes, they look good, right? And then you peel them, and then you realize that they're not so good. So you remove the piece that are not so good. You know, sometimes they have like black pieces. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. They look good in a peel, and then you cook them, and they're not so good. So it gives me an opportunity to clean all that stuff. All right, and but if you want to leave the skin, you just keep them. You do them with the skin. It's your potatoes. You know, which brings me to another subject. Yeah, you know, I amuse myself. But when we did the Swedish meatball, I promise you, friends, I don't know how many thousands of comments we got. I must have got 10, 12 different recipes. This is a Swedish meatball. You don't know how to make a Swedish meatball. And everybody had their Swedish meatball recipe, right? And they always send me your recipe, and they were nice and everything, but they were not the way I made my Swedish meatball. So, but everybody thought their recipe was the traditional recipe. It's going to be like this guy right there, this Romanoff potatoes. It's my Romanoff potatoes. If you wanted the original Romanoff potatoes, you go and you search for John Schenk, the chef of that steakhouse, and you look at the way he makes it. He don't put any bacon in there. To me, a potato's kind of like a stuffed potato without bacon. They're like, oh, dude, it's something is missing, right? So I'm sauteing bacon. It's my way to do it. Don't tell me that's not a Romanoff. It's my Romanoff. How you like that? Okay, so if you want to see the original, go check him out. Here you're going to see mine. Whatever I do something, I'm making my version. If you want to see the original, go check out the original. But I'm glad you're here, so let's check it out. I got a quarter pound, half a pound of bacon. And I got the shallots. He puts raw shallots in it. It's delicious the way it does it, but you know what? I like better to saute my onion and my shallots. I think they taste better. Up to you. You do it however you want it. You want to do the original? Just put the raw shallots in there. All right? I don't know what. Oh, by the way, when I say one shallot, look at this thing. It's pretty big, so I'm pretty sure you can't find big shallot like that, so you put two. You put two smaller ones like this, okay? Or you put onion. If you don't have shallots, put onion in there. It'll be perfectly fine also, all right? We're going to saute them for a second in the bacon at a very low heat. Remember when I do the bacon is always number one. And then the onion follows, unless the onion is by himself. Don't confuse everybody. So what happened is I melt the fat of the bacon and I'm sweating the shallots so they release their flavor. They're going to be delicious in there. So let's go back to the potatoes, because I lost my train of thought. If you don't want to grate them, don't grate them. Okay? I mean, don't peel them. After they were cooked, remember they were in the oven, right? They're already cooked, and we put them in the fridge all night. Not covered. Don't cover them. Let them dry out overnight. They become dry. They lose a lot of their water in the fridge overnight. So it's very important, okay? And we grate them. And now we're going to take it, we're going to put it in a bowl. I got a bowl right here. I'll put it right there. There you go. Except I didn't do a good job. That's okay. We're going to put it all in there because I got scrapers. You see? Work like a professional, will you? There you go. Work like a professional. I'm working like a shoemaker. There you go. Let me wash my hand real quick, friends. Let's check out the bacon. Make sure we're looking good. How we doing? How we doing over there, buddy? We're good. Okay. All right. Slowly now because, okay, I got to turn the heat off. I'm good. The shallots have been sweated. All right, so they release their sugar. So now, in the recipe, the sour cream, the original recipe, so I got sour cream. It's about 10 ounces of sour cream. 10, you can put 10 ounces. You can put a little bit more if you want. I think that's going to be enough. If I need more, in a minute I might put a little bit more. I'm not sure exactly. I got 7 ounces of cheddar cheese, white cheddar. That's the original recipe. I like it. I like a nice white cheddar, friends. We're going to mix this up. Now, recipe does not call for goat cheese, but I love goat cheese. So I got 4 ounces of crumbled goat cheese. That's not something you need to put on if you don't like it, you know. You don't like goat cheese. A lot of people don't like goat cheese. It's probably because they haven't had a really nice creamy goat cheese. They've had like a goaty goat cheese. They probably had a goaty goat cheese. It's delicious, huh? I'm telling you. We're also gonna put a little bit of butter in there. Not much. See, just like 3 ounces of butter. Not much butter. All right. Now you know what's gonna be interesting is mixing all that stuff in this bowl, which is fairly small. We're gonna mix all this up. We might as well put our salt and pepper now, friends, because since I'm gonna be mixing everything, I might as well. A little black pepper in there. We're gonna mix all this up, and then we're gonna add, you know what, I have my gloves. I think I'm gonna take my gloves, because it's gonna be better. A little more salt. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take my gloves. And then, friends, we're taking our bacon and our shallots. Now you know what I'm talking about, right? Now you're looking and you go, okay, now I know what he's doing. Now, for those of you that don't use bacon, forget it. Don't put it in, that's all. You don't use it, you know. So what you want to do is take a little butter and saute your shallots in the little butter, okay? Now, you want to put them raw in there like the original guy did, then put them raw. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay? You can certainly put them raw. There'll be nothing wrong with it. Because, but I like it better if Mamma mia. You know, I really got to mix this up, friends. So I'm going to do this with the gloves, okay? Otherwise, I'll be here tomorrow. And then I got the oven at 4 1/4, right? I got the oven at 4 1/4, and that lasagna pan I got in front there, friends. That lasagna pan has been, let me see if I can just make sure, mix it up first a little bit like this. Here it is, the lasagna pan has been buttered, all right? Salt and pepper. I think this is gonna be delicious, my friends. You know, it reminds me of my double baked potatoes that I make. It's also fabulous. It's very similar to this. And you know the cool part of it is this dish, my friends, is you can make this in advance, right? And then when you put it in the fridge, wrap it up, and then when you're ready, you can just bake it. Have it all in a dish. You see? Look at this, friends. You know, it's pretty good also in there also. He's put some sauteed mushrooms and stuff. You can do so many things in there, my friends. So many things. Let me just do it real quick with my gloves here, friends. It's looking good. And with a bacon. And we're gonna put it in a dish. Right there. All right, and then we're gonna put a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano on top. Do it there. Are you good over there, Jack, if I do it right here? Yeah? Here you go, look at this. That dish is big. I could have had a smaller dish. Because that dish is too big. So friends, I gotta reset. Sorry, but I gotta reset. This is too big. I have to have a full dish. So I'm gonna grab a smaller dish. I'm gonna wash my hand and I come back. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, well, yeah, I took too big of a dish. I just want to show you it's all over my corners right there, but I don't mind if it's in a mount like this. Quite the contrary. I just want sure it's filled up in the corners, and I leave it rough like that on the mount. I don't mind that at all. It's part of the look. I think it's really important. Just like this, rough look, right? Not like when I do my drywall thing, when I make it like perfect, right? Leave it rough a little bit. I think it's cool. And then on top, I'm gonna put some Parmigiano Reggiano, and also I got bacon bits. Bacon bits. We made the bacon bits a quick bacon bit. Jack's gonna give you the link in here. We'll make them. They're fantastic. They're so easy to make. Right there. So again, that's not part of the recipe, the original recipe, but I'm sure John would appreciate it. This is perfect right there, my friend. I'm gonna pop this in the oven for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, at 4 1/4. And when they're done, everything will be cleaned up, and we'll eat it together. All right. See you in a little while. Okay, friends. Well, we took a picture already, so I'll be able to eat it because it's hot when it comes out. You know the best way for you to do, friends, it could take 35, 45 minutes. It could take an hour. Depends about your oven, but take a thermometer. Check the inside temperature. Anything over 155, 160, you're good to go. All right, take a thermometer like you do with the meat and go in the middle. Don't go all the way in the bottom. All right, friends. Look, they look beautiful. It's exactly what I want it to look like. It's perfect. It looks fantastic. I'm very happy. I'm going to have just a little bit of it. I wanted to show you what it looks like. It's beautiful. You probably have, I don't know if you're going to see it, but, oh, mamma mia. This is probably like I mean, it is to me like a double stuffed baked potatoes. It really is. I mean, I think it's hot. I think it's still hot. Oh, det var bra. Wow. I didn't think it was going to be so hot because we took a picture already for a while now. Oh, friends, let me tell you. People said it looked like a mashed potato. It got nothing to do with a mashed potato. The texture of the potatoes. I'm not going to put any more in my mouth but the texture or the picture. The texture of the potatoes are like little nuggets. You can feel each one of them, little nugget of potatoes. And the flavor, I would never do it without the bacon, let me tell you. Never do it without the bacon. It is fantastic. This is a winner. John Schenk, fabulous chef. He did a great recipe. I don't know if he's gonna approve of the bacon and all that, but try it. It's amazing. I think you guys are gonna like it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to ring the bell. Thanks for watching, friends. Oh man, let me tell you, I didn't think it was gonna be that hot. Whoa, oh, it's still very hot. When you test it, I'm telling you, it is like the double stuffed baked potato, except the texture of the potato is completely different. Because in the stuffed potato, I put the potato ricer. Here we didn't do it. So now I'm telling you, you put it in your mouth and it's like dancing the potatoes in your mouth. It's fabulous. You're gonna love it.